Good morning and welcome to the Lion of Judah Travels, the channel of Pat and Rex, as we travel through South Africa and record our journeys. Today we've taken a ride out to Nature's Valley in the Tsitsikamma region just to visit the area, and we have now arrived at the parking facility at the end of the river mouth, and there are bathroom facilities here, toilet facilities which are up there. And then I'm just going to take you to see some of the boards available, information. And there's our new little car that we're using. So swimming is possible, but if no lifeguards, obviously you're at your own risk, which is not unusual. Any common sense human being would know if there's no lifeguards, then you're doing it at your own risk. But nowadays some people are not that smart, so we have to put it in writing for them. So this is the Garden Route National Park, Tsitsikamma National Park facility, Nature's Valley. Alright, just some information, further information. The birds available, the seals can be found, and your oyster catchers. Dogs are allowed on the beach on a leash, but also people are reminded to pick up behind them if they've got dogs. This is a residential community, which is back over there. We'll take a walk through it later. That's just the edge of it. A lot of trees, houses in amongst the trees. In my opinion, must possibly, especially in the winter, very wet and unpleasant, I would imagine. But then again, that's just me. Alright, and so we'll have a look at the residential area later on. And of course, drones prohibited. No drinking, no loud music. Here we have our dog regulations with no exceptions. Dogs must be under owner's command at all times. Aggressive dogs must be muzzled. Dog poo must be bagged and removed from the area. So don't be a shitty visitor. Look after your dog's poo. And of course, whales on this coast are found. Otters and dolphins. Coastal birds, and then of course the important information, Nature's Valley river mouth, and there's the B2 municipality region, and beyond this point you can take your dog off the leash, but obviously you're still responsible for the doggy poo. Alright. If your dog is disobedient and aggressive, we suggest you remove him from the premises. Unfortunately, it's a public beach, and children are paddling out in the lagoon, so I really don't want injuries to occur. So here we are, we've now arrived at the beach and the river mouth of Nature's Valley river mouth. Some lovely mountain features here right at the mouth, and then the beach. A lovely white open beach coming all the way around. There is Patricia off on a little walk. There. Neither Pat or I have ever been here to Nature's Valley Beach. Must confess, very wide, very open, very pleasant. And the wind is blowing, coming off the ocean. It can be a bit cool, I imagine. Today it's just a very gentle breeze. Very nice day. Back over this little hill here, we'll see the river mouth. There's the lagoon that leads into the ocean. The river mouth over there. Very pretty. Now, if I am correct, the road we came down, which is very windy, goes through what they call the Groot River Pass. Groot Rivier Pass. See those hills over there? And we may take you through there just to show you the distinction between Western Cape and Eastern Cape again. The tragedy of the New South Africa. Okay, so now we're going to take a little drive through the little village of Nature's Valley. Looks like. I'll take this road here. As I say, I'm not sure whether I mentioned it earlier. We had come out here to do a bit of birding, but this clever fella driving the vehicle put the camera battery on charge and forgot to take it off charge and bring it with the camera. So now we have a camera and no battery.
But two binoculars.
But two binoculars, yes. But so we can't take any photos of any birds, but we just show you the village. As I said, it's a very woody area. Some lovely houses. I'm going to just put it that way for you. See some of the houses. Maybe we can turn it that way and get some of the houses on that side. But you can see it's very woody. Ride up this road. Right, so in town we did see the dog regulation sign down on the beach, and you have some puppies here on the right. Hello pups. We can hear the birds, but we can't take any pictures of them because the man in charge got the battery. Potholes in the road. And as I said, later on we'll take a little ride towards that the end point of the pass and show you the road there. So you can see the whole community is basically built in amongst the trees.
Lots of walks.
And, obviously there are walkways off into the bush to get you over the sand dunes onto the beach. So the people that live here have got access to the beach, but not without a little bit of walking. So imagine if you're totally incapacitated, you don't see too much. As we see here, there is an access to the beach there.
Pathway 4.
Right, so that goes up to the beach. And be baboon aware, they say, so there are baboons around. And of course dogs. There are toilets up that route as well. Speed humps as well, which would not have gone well with our previous motor vehicle, but now we are driving our Jimny Vitara. So the speed humps, we own them now. We own them. Phone's on. This is the road that will take us to the bridge. That shows us the entrance into the Eastern Cape, if I'm not mistaken. come to a viewing site. I'm just going to take a little break. Show you the view from here.